3 rolls is 3 rolls. If any continue for me, I'm looking forward to your feedback. Yo, this guy. Can I delete my old set? Abso-fucking-lutely. Okay. $600 account. Yo, Clippers? Holy shit. Okay. E1 Huan. You know there's a Huan power creep nowadays. There's a Huan power creep nowadays. Yeah. Blood's name is Ikih, right? Unfortunately, nobody can. Nah, I'm just kidding, right? I think Huan is still pretty good for DOT, right? Energy regeneration and speed buff. This is completely fine. Acheron. Oh my god. After looking at the previous account, this Acheron makes me want to kick. Oh my god, this looks kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, you know, like, what? Okay, I said this last stream, right? I said this last stream. What comes up must goes down, bruh. They must go down. And like, bro, I just saw like one of the best accounts I've seen like a long ass time. Now this account is like, I mean, it's really not the worst, right? It's not the worst. It's not the worst. Oh my god, not even E1. You're not even E1, bro. Let's quit the game. Oh my god, I'm kidding. Okay, so 73%, right? So you're only left with 80 because you plus 16, right? You plus 16. So this is 89 crit rate. 89 crit rate with what, 164 crit damage. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not too I mean, like, I feel like she's okay. Do you have Jiao Qiu? Now the crit is fine. The crit is fine. It's just that bro has no Jiao Qiu, bruh. Bro has no Jiao Qiu. Okay, at least the tracers are maxed out. Okay, at least the tracers are maxed out, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we can brush her up a little bit, right? Why is she gonna be broken? Wait, I genuinely don't know, by the way, but like, okay, yeah, okay, maybe she becomes more. Okay, anyways, this is, yeah, I feel like this Acheron, it is what it is, because I don't think anybody in the Big 2-5 should even think about playing Acheron. Alright, this was an MLM from 2,000 years ago. It got exposed as a scam. Shit fell apart before Jiao Qiu even came out, so just don't run this. Let's just see Black Swan. 3.8k attack, 134 speed. Okay, I think this looks not too bad for DOT. Your speed is a bit low though. Ideally, I would like to change this speed to be slower than Black Swan. I want Black Swan to be a little bit faster. Just so that we can proc the defense down first before we can get off the booms from Kafka. And also, somebody needs to trigger Kafka's basic attack. So if your Huawei is not going to be casting a skill, someone needs to go before Kafka so that she can proc out the very first basic attack, right? Otherwise, I mean, it's just my preference, because maybe some people prefer to play Black Swan slow, then each stack of Arcana actually deals a little bit more damage, so maybe that could work. Me personally, nowadays, I like to make her a little bit faster so that we can get defense down as well as the base attack a little bit first. So yeah, Tracers looks very good though. I am a little bit okay. Yeah, because the thing is, if you put Jiao Qiu, right? Jiao Qiu's signature light cone technically power creeps Black Swan's signature light cone, which is fucking crazy to me. But I don't think it matters too much, because I do believe in the event that if anybody is gonna get replaced, especially if you're gonna be somebody that plays DOT, which you're absolutely gonna be using Kafka for, I do feel that you can drop her without too much of a sunk cost. You can only invest in E0S1 for the past, I would say, 1 year-ish without making too crazy of an investment. Then you can just strip off her gears and make her naked and just slap it onto the upcoming DOT. I'm guessing it's going to come in eventually, which is going to be the Violent Growth with the physical bleed DOT, right? Then when she comes in, you can just basically slap on the Kafka, Violent Growth, Huan, most likely a Barbin or a Run Maid. Then we'll just see how that goes for that. Unless triple DOT works, so you bench Acheron, slap on a brand new third DOT, and depending on what her kit does, we could run triple DOT, then I think it's fine. I would guess, most likely, more often than not, whenever a brand new unit comes out, they always dedicate the brand new Relic set to the new unit, which is why I'm very skeptical about like improving DOT gears, because we know for a fact that Violent Growth is going to be a physical DOT, right? I don't want to see the leakers because we literally play her in DU, so by the time she comes out, I just don't believe that they wouldn't dedicate an entire new set just for the Violent Growth. And if that new set is meant for DOT, unless it's exclusively physical bleed, there's a very good chance that your DOT units can use those sets as well, right? That's why I'm just going to be a little bit chill, a little bit skeptical. I might even consider running this on energy regeneration, because even though the Kafka is E6, respectfully, her multipliers are just a little bit too low, all right? Right now, you have the increase in damage multiplier with the E6, that's good, but I do feel that, you know, her personal base multipliers, even with all that, is just probably not going to match up enough, especially to a version 3 DOT, somebody that has not touched on DOT for the past 2 patches, right? Not 2 patches, 2 whole years, almost 2 whole years, right? So that would be what I would do. Run Mei or Barbin for DOT. I really think that there's not too much to talk about because Kafka is getting buffed. Alright, Kafka is getting buffed, Sylve is getting buffed, Blade is getting buffed, Tino is getting buffed. So all these units, I think it will be a little bit more appropriate after 3.4 comes out and we see what the buffs actually has to entail. Because you have waited for like 2 years, 1.5 years, ever since for Kafka and DOT itself to get an upgrade. I think we can wait a little bit more and then just see what the actual buffs themselves include for Kafka specifically. And then eventually, if the brand new DOT comes out, we could see like a revival and make DOT great again, right? So, yep, that is pretty much it. Run Mei 157 speed. I really don't like a E0 S0 Run Mei to be paired with DOT. Barbin is, oh my god, Barbin is also E0 S0. And I'm guessing you, oh, you have her. You have here. Ooh. Okay, wait. Who do you pull? Okay, you have DOT, Run Mei Fei Xiao. Okay, it's E2. Okay, E2 S0. Okay, that's a first. I don't think I've ever seen an E2 S0 in my entire life. Yeah, I personally would really prefer if the crit rate goes up by like a lot more, because you guys have seen the clip from Fei Xiao, right? So I really prefer if her crit is a little bit higher. Jade is, holy fuck. Yeah, this Jade is not gonna work. Nope. The crit rate is way too low. Absolutely not. Okay, we'll run this. I don't give a damn that you have no crit damage subsets. You'll just run this. Oh my god, it's beautiful, guys. It's fixed. It's fixed. Because the thing is, you get a ridiculous amount of crit damage from this. You stack up to 120 crit damage from this. 120. Which means this is effectively 100 and 204 crit damage.
Looks like
so I really want this crit to be as close to 100 as possible. And now that you have this, I think it's actually a lot better, right? A lot better. So that is fine. You are saved. 4-piece follow-up, I think it's not the worst. You could consider running 4-piece corner with a better ratio. Duran is definitely better. It's very good Duran piece. This is... Okay, respectfully, this is S. I think the attack percentage actually outvalues the 0 crit damage, actually. This might actually just be better. Because you already have quite a bit of crit damage going to be staying up anyways, right? So, damn, you tried a lot for Jade. Oh my goodness. Okay, yo, Mr. Magic will work his magic right here, right? Mr. Magic will work his magic for you. Alright, we'll get this crit damage roll. Oh, you do not have a lot. Crit damage. And there it is. Mr. Magic, right? And we're just gonna roll this 4 times. Yep, 4 rolls crit rate. Or 4 rolls crit damage. Or 2-2 or 3-1, right? It's gonna land all in crit. They call me Mr. Magic, bro. Yeah, sometimes you really need the flat HP anyway. See what I'm saying? I think we just slam. 3 rolls is 3 rolls. Okay, we're gonna move on. Barbarian is at 124 speed with 4.3k attack. I think that is not too shabby. I'm not too sure why we're going for the 2-piece speed over here. Always go for attack percentage. Otherwise, this doesn't really serve a lot of purpose. So just go for the 2-piece attack, and that'll be very good. Energy regeneration on Fleetless is fine if you're gonna be running with DOT. So I think that is G. I am a lot of concerns with whether or not your Barbarian can maintain your energy regeneration, because this is E0 as 0 Barbarian. Not even with Bronya's signature, by the way. Right, no Bronze Signature, Extreme Relic. Wait, you spent $600 on this account, right? This is $600. Holy shit, bruh. This feels kind of cooked. I'm guessing, bro, if you told me you spent 600 for, oh. Okay, because I was thinking, honestly, $600 for E6 Kafka, it sounds a little bit cap. That sounds a little bit cap. Like, I'm just gonna be completely honest. This sounds fucking impossible, alright? Because it's E6. Average price of an E6 is at 2k. Right, 2k USD. But you have a lot of E2s though. Yo, me personally, if you really only spend $600, right? I think that was this is pretty lucky for a $600 account. Cause this feels more like a $4,000 account. For the amount of 5 stars and the amount of Eidolons, and I'm guessing signature Lycone. Damn. Damn. Oh, I even got Aglaia. What the fuck? Fuck off. Yeah. I feel like this account has like... This account is cooking, man. E0, S0. Okay, straight up, just run Burlu. You have Burlu. Burlu. You do not have Burlu. Okay, that's a little bit unfortunate. Because Burlu will actually help you out a lot here just for the raw HP. Yeah, just for the raw HP. Okay, trend with Fu Xuan. I'm guessing you lost a 50-50 or something. So you have quite a decent chunk of units. So, okay, let me just kind of lock in over here. Firefly 146 speed is a little bit slow. Break effect is about as reliable. Is this E0S? Oh, wait, E2S1 Firefly. I don't think you need to... I mean, it's E2S1 Firefly with a E1 Fugue. Alright, so I think this is completely fair. And you have Run May, so I'm guessing you're going to be running Run May with Firefly and Fugue. So this should be G. This is good enough. Maybe a little bit more speed. You have the E1, so you could consider even running this into energy regeneration. I don't think you should be facing any skill points issue. And then we have a Himeko that is basically half dead. Oh my god, I do not want to touch this Himeko with a 10-foot pole. Elysia, 163 speed. What the fuck am I... Oh, okay. So here's the thing, right? If you activate a 2-piece, it gives you 6% speed. It does, which translates into like 6 speed-ish. So you need to consider that if you get a 2-piece speed, which is either the outgoing healing or like the thingy, you could potentially get a little bit more value instead of running like a broken set with like no benefits whatsoever, right? Other than this, I personally, if you're running RMC with Casuarys, change this to HP. If you're not running RMC with Casuarys, then you don't really need to care about it that much. But I would say this combination of relics for RMC is looking very, very sus. To be fair, RMC really just doesn't really need too much investments. There's not a specific 4-piece for RMC anyways. You just want it to be fast enough and get as much speed as possible to hit 200 effective. If you can't, then it is what it is. It's completely fine. Just leave it as it is. Jing Liu waiting for the rework, so that's fine. Aglaia, I genuinely don't know. Wait. What? Okay, I'm guessing you're sharing this Lycone with Aglaia. You just have to be. Right? You basically stole this from Aglaia and gave it to Hia. Damn, this Aglaia is fucked, man. Holy shit. This Aglaia is fucked. Yo, she did not die for this, bro. Bro, she did not die for you to give her 60% crit rate, bro. Nah, hell nah. Hell nah. Right? Hey, me personally, I wouldn't take that. Right? Me personally, I wouldn't take that. Do you even have Sunday? Uh-oh. You are... So, what do you run Aglaia with last time? Wait, actually, what are your endgame clears right now? I mean, 7 cycle is pretty good. Only 8 attempts, by the way. Bro is alive. Alright, bro is alive. So Casuarys is now getting used with RMC. I think that's fair. So you want to change the crit damage body to HP body. This team... Okay, for an account that does not have 3B, it's honestly a lot better than I thought. 7 cycles. I am, however, extremely concerned how your second team is going to look like. Actually, no, I take it back. I think your second team is fine. Because what I'm guessing is going to happen is 3.4 rolls around. You use Hia instead of Gallagher. This team is secured, right? This team is secured. So you basically NTR your super rate team by stealing Rame from Firefly, and you slap on Firefly with Casuarys, which honestly works quite well. This works quite well, right? Because, you know, she does have the aura buff, res pen, damage, all that. Pretty good. Second team is where you're probably most likely pivoting into DOT, because you mentioned you want to play DOT, and we know for a fact that Kafka is getting buffed, and if you're going to be getting the Dividing Girl, you know, then everything can fall into place, and I think that DOT will probably replace your Jade and Facial as Kafka plus 1 more, right? So yeah, I actually don't think you should face too much of a issue in endgame content, even though this account did not have 3B, just because bro has vertically invested so much into their respective teams, right? So damn, 3-star clear for Pure Fiction. Very, very W. Very, very W. Yeah, I feel like, at least for endgame, this guy looks like he knows what he's doing. So it should be fine. It really just depends on, like, first of all, why do you pull this? Do you even use Aglaia once in your entire life? Holy shit. Do you really only spend $600? Bro, I'm finding it very, very hard to believe you. That you only spend $600. Because you have like a shit out of 5 stars still, bro. You have an E6 Firefly, E2 Facial, E6 Kafka, and you have like, what? This is 6, 12, 18, 46, 24, 24, 25. You have 27 5 stars, bro. 27 5 stars. If you take away the standard, 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess 5. Yeah, you still have like I think around 25 stars. Multiple islands and Lycons. I mean, if you really did spend only 700, I feel like this account is super fucking lucky. It's legitimately super fucking lucky. So yeah, I have no further comments. I have no further questions. Check bet. Use code Pokke in LD shop. He meant. Oh right, he used LD shop. Okay, that makes a lot more sense because if you were to use code Pokke exclamation LD shop, you can get out to 29% cost savings. Absolute exclamation LD shop. Very, very good. Very, very nice, right? Okay, so in any case, you kind of move on a little bit. I think the highest thing was an absolute W pool for you. This was a W pool. You can kill Aglaya in game, right? You can kill Aglaya in game. Slap this on with Casuaries. Your Casuaries team is completely secured. Going forward in the future, I would like to see if you can pull a 3B just to vertically invest in your Casuaries again, because I think DOT is gonna open up the brand new path once we see what Kafka's update is about. So in terms of a pulling priority, I hope you're not pulling for Finon. I really don't think you need more DPS, especially if you intend to just be a monthly pass holder. See if you want to pull for Fate.
Squishy.
I personally would. I'll probably still pull for Saber just because it's a collab unit. And then going forward from there, you can kind of decide if you want to pull. I will heavily recommend to you to vertically invest into DOT, especially since you said you love DOT and you have an E6 Kafka, right? So whoever that DOT unit is, I would heavily recommend 2 for that. Other than that, I don't think anything else is going to be too important. Phase out, Acheron, Jingyuan, all that kind of stuff, you can just kind of leave them in the backlog for now until eventually you want to play them one day, right? So, generally speaking, check his bio. 我在玩你的球和 I don't know. He's playing with your balls and something. Okay, anyways, I would say this overall grade for a $600 only account, I think it's like a B+. Yeah, for only $600 to have this amount of shit, I think this bro has gotten ridiculously lucky, right? Other than that, I'll probably drop it down by a B-ish, nothing too crazy. Some builds can definitely be improved. In terms of your stamina, I would say just farm the new set. Actually, now that I think about it, yeah, I would say just farm the new set, because the set for sustain is always going to be quite useful, and I'm pretty sure Hia is not on the full 4-piece, so stick to farming a brand new set. You shouldn't have any issues. Then stick to farming bone and tree for your SU, right? So that is pretty much it. So see you guys on the Clips channel, exclamation review, to get your account review right here, and join our Discord, discord.gg for Pokke's Village. Our word of the day is coming back, right? Come back, right? Okay, bye-bye. Check pool history. Bro, y'all are so scammed. Can't y'all just be happy for him? Can't y'all just be happy? Look at it. Soft pity though. It's quite a bit of pulls. Hard pity on Casuaries. Oof. What the fuck?